When I first started making proper coffee, I would always go to the supermarket and buy a bag of pre-ground coffee and think I was some sort of coffee connoisseur. I only drink coffee which is picked by the Arabica Robusta tribe of the Amazon. But then I saw YouTubers and experts explaining how you will always need to grind fresh whole beans if you want a really good cup of coffee. So after searching online for a grinder and realising I would have to ask the bank manager for a loan, no! I got myself this. This is an £85 electric beer grinder from Melita. But it did get me thinking, could I get a cheap manual grinder from the cheapest online retailer to do a job just as good as this one? These are from Temu. These are both manual grinders. This one cost about $8, very simple, and this one cost about $20. The plan is we're going to grind up some beans and we're going to test them out to see how they grind, and then we're going to brew some coffee to see if they can brew coffee just as well as the electric beer grinder. So this one here, this is a manual grinder and it costs around $8. It's very simple in design. Inside here you've got your beer. You can adjust it using this knob here. It is made out of plastic, which is a little bit cheap, but simple terms, you put your coffee beans in top, put your lid on, put a handle on, grind the coffee, and it should all fall nicely into this little pot here. And there's also this one. Now this cost $20 and it is a thing of beauty. However, it's only beautiful from a distance. Actually, when you get up close, you realise this bit's metal, the gears and the grinder bit is metal, but actually the rest of it is plastic and you've got this wooden base. But it's kind of based on like an 1800s, early 1900s maybe coffee grinder. I do quite like it. You pour your coffee beans in here, close your lid, turn your crank, grind your coffee, and it comes out in this lovely little drawer here. So it's definitely stylish. Inside each one of these I've got 10 grams of fresh bean coffee and it smells absolutely amazing right now. I'm going to try it out, 10 grams in each one, and we're going to grind them up quick. Oh, dropping grinds. It's quite difficult to load. Oh, it definitely sounds angry. Oh dear. Oh dear, dear, dear. So we have some very mixed results really. And the first one, this one here, this is the electric beer grinder. It's done a good grind. It's quite consistent. The portable manual grinder has done a really, really good job. If I just compare it side by side, it's probably done a bit of a finer grind than the electric beer, and it's quite consistent. That's really impressive. But now, let's talk about the vintage looking one and the shocker that's actually had. It's so coarse. It's like unbelievably coarse. Now, you can adjust the grind, and I tried to put it on its finest setting, but then it just doesn't crank because the beer just rubs up against the side walls. It's really difficult to set the grind you want, and it just looked like the grind gave up and just destroyed these coffee beans. So now we have brewed our coffee. This one is the electric one, this one is the manual one, and this one is the vintage one. Now there's no secret which one hasn't extracted as well as the others. You've got quite a consistent loop between these two, but then this one, it is very pale. It really doesn't look like it's extracted any coffee. When I ran it through the filter, straight through. I've tried to brew these as equally as I possibly could, but let's give them a taste anyway. Let's see how they play out. Nice bitter taste, not overly bitter, but it's good. It's what I would like for my coffee. that one tastes really, really quite nice. I don't even want to drink this one. It looks horrendous. Very watery, very little flavour to it, just like a hint of coffee kind of in the background, if you can want to call it a hint of coffee. And here's the winner. It's this. I can't believe it. £85 for an electric beer grinder. $8 for a small portable manual grinder. And it's actually done a fantastic job. If it is that you like coffee and you've enjoyed this video, please do hit that thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to grow this channel as quickly as we can and build up a great community of coffee lovers. Please do like, subscribe and share this video with your friends and watch these other videos where we explore the world of coffee and the equipment we use. And until next time, enjoy your brew. I know I will.